She's here to end the scheme.
Good day. I'm trying to get a hold of Penny Bailey.
Who is this?
Yes, my name is Rob Snyder, manager here at the American Cash Awards. How are you doing today, ma'am?
How did you get my nickname? That's not my legal name.
Your information was sent to me from the Winners International.
I don't
From
know
the
who that.
Cash
I don't know
Awards.
who that is, and I don't know how anybody got my nickname. It's not my legal name.
Well, I cannot tell you what that. I only have your information here, and I am telling you what I see.
All right. Well, don't call
You
me
received
Penny.
a
That's a name that.
notification.
Okay, please don't
No,
call me Penny. That is a name reserved for friends. It is not my name. You can call me Miss Bailey if you'd like.
All right, Miss Bailey. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. How can I help you?
Yes, the nature of my call is to notify you about the winnings that you were selected for. Didn't you receive a notification letter in your mailbox?
No, and I get mail every single day. PCH had no problem getting a hold of me when I won that.
No, I'm not calling from PCH.
I didn't say you were. I didn't say that you were. I said that I had no problem getting notified by PCH. When did you try to contact me?
Well, I've seen here where a notification letter was sent out a few weeks ago.
That's the problem, because you don't even have my correct name, so you probably sent it to the wrong address.
Well, that's why you probably didn't receive your notification letter.
Where'd you send it? What address? What address did you send it to?
All right, that would be Florida.
What street address did you send it to?
I am not seeing a street address here. I am just seeing.
Okay, well, that's your problem. You don't even have a street address, and how could you expect the post office to deliver anything without a street address?
Well, as I said, that's not my department. I am only telling you what I am seeing here. All right?
Huh. Well, that's interesting.
Now,
I guess whoever works with the employees are really dropping the ball and don't know what they're doing, sending out letters without street addresses.
So are you interested in claiming your $3.5 million?
$3.5 million? I didn't enter any contest besides PCH last year. I don't know who Winners International is, or American Cash Awards. Never heard of them.
Well, you don't have to enter. Once you pay your bills in time, shop at the Walmart, the Kmart, the Radius Tax, the CVS Pharmacy, the Seashore Cellular Station, and the Dollars General. Or maybe a coupon was sent to you, but it truly you filled out. So
I didn't fill out any coupon and pay. Okay. I didn't fill out any coupon. Paying your bills on time and shopping does not enter you into contests. I know that for a fact.
Yes, I know that for a fact. That's what is here. Now, each transaction you do generates an entry form, which is sent to the lottery system, and 3 winners are selected monthly, and you are one of those winners.
All right. Well, I don't know where this company is located at. I can find out and I guess go pick up the check since you guys don't have my mailing address.
Well, we're going to have to show us some information over here first. Then I will provide your winner's information.
What is it that you're wanting from me?
All I need from you is just your cooperation. All right?
Cooperate how?
All right, first and foremost, we're going to fill out a P1 win form over the phone, which I will be asking you some legal aid questions. You're going to answer these questions to the best of your knowledge.
Okay, first of all, let me tell you something. If they're personal questions, I won't be answering them. If it's anything that pertains to the prize, that's fine.
Well, you're just going to have to hear it.
All right, well, go ahead. Start the questions, and let's see. Go ahead.
First and foremost, is this the first time you've been contacted about your winnings?
I've never spoken to you before at all. I spoke to PCH. I entered PCH last year and I won. They delivered my money. I got my check. They sent me my 1099. I've never heard from you. I don't know who you are.
All right. Do you have an identification card?
You mean a driver's license?
A state ID, a passport?
Yeah, I do.
Etc. All right. Are you married, single, widow, or divorced?
Okay, that's not relevant to winning a contest. Next question, please.
What is your current occupation?
That's also not relevant. You don't need to know my job or my marital status to deliver a prize. PCH didn't need to know any of that. Next question, please.
This is a different...
I don't care. Next question, please. Next question. Next question.
Do you have any dependents in your household?
Okay, you sound like you're calling from the IRS. You don't need to know that you're asking me a bunch of personal questions that are not valid and not needed to it.
Because,
No, next question. Next question,
yeah,
please.
do you wish to receive your money in public or private?
Actually, I need it to be public because nobody's going to believe that I won, again, another prize or sweepstakes after I won PCH. So definitely public.
All right, no problem. How much money did you want in the PCH?
$250,000. Why do you care? Why is that your business? I don't understand.
Because you're on and on about the PCH winnings as if you're not about to collect $3.5 million from the American Cash Awards.
Okay, well, that doesn't explain why you were nosy and asked how much I won. That seems like a very nosy question. So how am I supposed to get this money?
I wanted to know because you're... Pardon me?
How am I supposed to get this supposed $3.5 million?
I told you I just need your cooperation, but you're giving me a hard time at my job.
Okay, cooperate. How?
By answering my questions truthfully and respectfully.
I answered the ones that were relevant to winning a prize. I'm not going to answer a bunch of personal questions.
Those what other people don't have any problem on.
You shouldn't be giving out personal information to people who cold call you. None of it. It's not safe. It's not safe.
None of. I understand what you're saying based off what you're coming off, but I can tell you none of these questions can bring no harm to you.
Yes, they can. Oh, yes, they can. I know how identity theft works. Yes, it can. The more they know about a person, the worse it can be.
Nah. Well, your belief is your belief. All right. Back to the questions. Do you have a savings or check-ins or a money market account?
I have a bank. Why?
All right, we have a bonus prize here of $15,000, differently from your $3.5 million. That has to be placed in any account or credit card or debit card that's under your name.
Okay, well, you can't deposit money on a credit card. Credit cards don't work like that. And you can't deposit money on a debit card either. I know how those cards work.
You can.
No, you cannot. That's not true. I know how debit cards and credit cards work. You can't deposit money onto them.
Miss Bailey, I've been doing this job for 8 years.
And I've been on this planet for almost 60 years, and I know how debit and credit cards work. You can't deposit money onto them. You have to deposit in the bank accounts. You cannot. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying.
I am not lying.
You are too. You cannot deposit money onto a debit and credit card. They don't work like that.
I am not asking you if it can. I'm not asking you if it can be done. I am telling you that it can be done.
And you're lying. And you're lying. And you're lying.
No.
Yes, you are. You're lying. You're flat out lying.
Debit card. Listen.
You cannot deposit money onto a debit or credit card. You cannot do that.
Are you willing to listen, Miss Bailey? Miss Bailey, are you willing to listen?
I've been listening to lies. Keep going.
I am not telling you any lies.
As
I'm saying,
it
can be placed on credit, debit card, even reloadable gift cards. We can place money in. What are you telling me?
Okay, of course you can put money on gift cards. You can load gift cards. You can't load money onto a credit and debit card. That's not how they work.
Yes, you can.
You cannot. Why do you keep lying to me? Are you trying to commit identity theft? Are you trying to get those numbers so you can charge up my credit card or steal my money out of my bank account? Because you're absolutely lying.
Miss Bailey, you're the one that's thinking that.
I'm the one that's protecting myself from a liar and probably a thief and probably a scammer. That's what you sound like, asking me about credit cards and debit cards. Saying you can put money on them. You're flat out lying.
I can't blame you for being skeptical, but you can't tell me I'm lying because I've been doing this. So, as I said, you're entitled to your own opinion. So
it's not an opinion, it's a fact. It is a fact. It's a fact.
I am telling you a fact.
Go do me a favor right now, because I just pulled up a Google search. It's, can you deposit money on a credit and debit card? No, you can't. Would you like to go Google that? I'll wait. I'll hold.
Miss, you can. So do you believe everything you read?
I know that you're lying.
I'm not lying.
Oh my
Miss
gosh,
Bailey.
you're
You're the
doubling.
one
You just
that
keep,
that's
okay,
why
you just
you're
keep
being
lie. Lies. Don't know how to tell. Are you allergic to the truth?
As I'm saying, Miss Bailey, are you interested in claiming your $3.5 million, or you want to make my job much more?
Okay, if you'd like to give me $3.5 million in this economy, I would love to take it.
I am not the one giving you this, Miss. It's coming from the American Cash Awards, along with the Global Sweepstakes.
Okay.
Yes, those are the sponsors before doing this. All right?
Okay.
Now, do you pay the rent or you have your house?
Why do you need to know if I rent or if I have a mortgage? What has that got to do with winning a prize? You're asking me a bunch of personal questions. It feels like you're fishing for personal information you can use later against me. That's what it sounds like you're doing.
That's not what I'm doing, though. I am filling out a P1 wind farm.
Sorry, PCH did not do that. PCH didn't ask me any of that. They just gave me my money.
Well, this is a different franchise. So how are you going to say that PCH only comes through and deliver? This is a different company. We operate different.
And so a different, okay, so your company just asks every single bit of information they can, all this personal information that they have no business having. You're telling me that?
I am just doing my job.
All right, well, next question. What's your next question?
All right, last and final question. How would you rate your credit score? Would you say it's good, fair, poor, bad, excellent?
Okay, why do you need to know my credit score? I'm not borrowing money from you. I'm not getting a loan from you. You're delivering a prize. Again, seems like you're fishing for personal information. This person might have a good credit score. Let's see how much we can take from her.
Oh my God. Typical woman.
Typical woman, typical thief scammer questions is what these are. Do you know how many scammers? Can I ask you a question? Well, you probably don't care and you don't know, but I'll tell you. Tons of scammers have been calling me ever since I won PCH, and they pulled the same crap. That's how I'm aware of what's going on.
So that's why you're being so leery and skeptical, because you've been contacted by scammers in the past before.
Right, and I knew what they were doing, and as soon as they started attacking me, and that's what they were doing, is attacking me relentlessly, calling, trying to get the money, I did research. That's how I know that they were asking for phishing and personal information. Asking me all these questions. No, there's no way any sweepstakes company or lottery company wants to know your credit score. When you go to apply for a bank loan, yeah. When you go to rent an apartment, yes. You get a credit card, yes. You win a prize, no. Yeah, is that the last of your questions?
No. I'm just here to deliver your money, and that's what I intend to do.
All right, well, when can you deliver this money? When can you deliver this $3.5 million?
All right, will you be home?
Home when?
Tomorrow.
What is tomorrow? Thursday? Yes, you're lucky. I'll be home tomorrow. I won't be home on Friday.
All right. Well, what happened here is that since your winning has been here for quite some time, the Trime Bank has placed a hold on your funds. Right now, we have a temporary holding account here with your winnings. So when everything is finalized, you will change that temporary username and password, or even move the money to your local bank that you do business with in any savings or checking.
Okay, why can't I just get a check? Why can't you just cut me a paper check?
Well, no problem. When you and the agents go to the bank, you tell them that you need a check, and they will sort it out for you.
Need a check? Okay.
All right.
Go my own bank?
Yeah.
I thought you were okay. You asked when I was going to be home, and I said tomorrow. Aren't you going to be delivering this?
Well, I will not be amongst the delivery team. I am only setting everything in process so we can have it be done.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But I guess I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll get a paper check, and then I'll take that paper check, and I will put it in my bank account like I did with PCH. I'll just deposit it.
All right. Anything you want to do with your winnings, you're entitled to.
Okay.
All right. Now, now a hold has been placed on the account that we want to cover. for stamp approval. So I want to send you $5,000 today so you can go ahead and have the stamp of approval purchased. Now, how am I going to send you this $5,000 with you being so skeptical and leery? So all the regular
That's a good
methods will
question.
not be
Okay,
in
I'll
place.
tell you something. All right, I'm so glad that all those scammers called me and they tried all these tactics. They were trying to do the same thing. They wanted my bank account or
What are
told me
you
to open a
thinking
brand new
of?
bank account. I know what you're doing. It's called money laundering. No, thank you. You think you called somebody that doesn't know what's
What are
going
you
on?
talking about? What are you talking about?
You know what money laundering is, and you know what money mules are too, don't you? I'm not going to be your money mule.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You do
and I would
too.
love for
You
to
do
explain
too.
what
Yes, you
you're
do.
talking
Another
about.
lie.
No, I don't know what you're talking
Why don't you
about.
bring the
Why do you think-
5,000
why do
tomorrow
you
with the
believe I
3.5
know what
million?
you're-
Just okay. Let's just make this easy. Bring it tomorrow with the 3.5 million.
I'm not coming with them.
Well, then
So
what?
I
Then
have to
then
make
give it
sure
to the
that it's
people who
done
are going to be
before the
coming with the
delivery.
delivery. It's simple. Cut another check. Because I'm not giving you
Well,
my
we
bank
wanted
account
that-
information, and I am not opening a new bank account.
I am not asking you. I didn't ask you to open a new bank account, nor did I tell you to give me your bank information.
Well, then how are you supposed to get this to me if neither one of those things are going to happen?
Right. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a reloadable card so I can place the money on the card for you.
Oh, here it is. You finally got to the gift cards. Wow, you scammers are stupid and lazy. Gift cards now. You're trying every tactic that these other scammers tried when they called me. Idiots. Lazy
Really,
idiots.
I failed
A
to
reloadable
understand
cards.
what
And were you going to want the codes on the back of those cards?
Oh, that's where we're going to put the money on the card.
Oh, that's how you get the money off of it. And you would tell me to buy it for $500 or $600 and then give me the codes and then you run off with the money. You scumbag thief. Lazy, good for nothing scammer thief.
It sounds like you've been contacted by scammers.
I told you I was. Did you not hear me? Are you stupid or deaf? I told you, yes, over and over again I was contacted by these scumbags.
I hear you every single time, and I am both of what you just said. Now, can we get down to business now, Mrs.
I'm not going to go get a gift card. I'm not going to give up any bank accounts or debit cards or credit cards. Just show up tomorrow. Which I know you won't. There will be nobody here with any $3.5 million. You know what? You guys are... I thought you guys were scumbags. Okay, I want to say this real quick. The economy is so terrible right now, and you are still got your little hands out to steal from people. Scumbags.
Listen to me, Miss Billy. You're just talking, and you're not listening.
Listen. That's another thing. Those are key words right there. Listen. Listen. So condescending and disrespectful.
Ah.
Yeah, you're a joke. I'm glad you're laughing at yourself. You are a joke. You're a sorry excuse for a man and a human being.
Yeah, you can go ahead with all of that. I'm here doing my job.
Your job is to be a thief. You don't have a job. Have you ever had a real job in your life? I bet you haven't. You don't know what real hard work is. Sitting on your butt in your apartment down there in Jamaica or wherever it is, robbing people.
Miss Bailey?
What? You're scum. You all are. You scammers are all scum.